load in the worrying time as you clamber and climb. That's over, let's call it a day. And the trouble you meet in the bush or the street, be merry and gay, 'twill all fade away. That's over, let's call it a day. You can have too much of life and too much of love, but enough for the day, the evil thereof, and I quite agree with the words the philosophers say. So with light-hearted smiles we not take the miles, and soon we'll forget all pain and regret. It's over, let's call it a day.
Mum?
Yes, Dad?
Where's my newspaper?
Here you are. Now sit down and read and have a nice quiet Sunday afternoon.
Where's my specs? How can I read without my specs?
Poppy?
Yes, Mum?
Where's your dad's specs?
I don't know, Mum. They're not in here. Are they out here somewhere? They're on his head, Mum.
So they are. Who put them there? Where's my pipe?
Sam?
Yes, Mum?
Where's your dad's pipe?
Oh, here it is. Why can't he look after his own pipe? You want me to smoke it for him in a minute?
Now, none of your lip. I'll throw a four with you any time. Where's the backer? I can't smoke a pipe without my backer.
Billy! Where's that boy? Billy! Where's your dad's Becky?
Where's my backer?
Here it is, Dad.
Sneaking my backer again, are you? I'll skin you if I catch you. Now, where the heck?
Here you are, Dad. Here's your matches.
Where's Joe?
Joe.
Mm-hmm. Dressing himself up, I suppose.
What are you picking on me for?
Chasing a bit of skirt again, are you?
Oh, leave him be, Dad. Pansy's coming over to see us this afternoon.
See us? See him, you mean? Here, Joe. That razor of yours needs a bit of touching up.
How do you know?
Oh, I had a cow of a job this morning, cutting my corns.
Well, spare me days. Can't you people leave my things alone? I caught Sam using me toothbrush this morning.
Well, what of it? You got to give and take, you know. I seen you using his long-handled shovel yesterday.
By cripes, the way yous mob treat a bloke in this house, he might just as well go and cut his throat. Oh, you know.
What's the matter with the boy? There's nothing but mooch around. And he's gone clean off his treacle.
Ah, let him be, Dad. He's got to sow his wild oats.
Wild oats? By cripes, you ain't going to sow any wild oats round here. I've just got rid of the flaming prickly pear. What the devil's that?
Now, come along, my dear, come along.
Oh, darling, I'm exhausted.
And you told me what a wonderful hiker you used to be as a girl.
Well, I might have been, but I haven't got a hike left in me whole body now.
Come along, my dear. Look, they've stopped for lunch. But where are the children?
Oh, there they are.
Yes, well, now, come on, sweetheart. Off we go.
Oh, no more hiking for me. The children will have to look after themselves. You know, darling, I'm certain I'm not cut out for a hiker.
Well, darling, I don't think you are. And I think a game of bowls is more in my line, too. Still, you know, I don't think there's any harm in our girls walking.
Oh, darling, as long as they keep on walking. Oh!
Oh, everything I don't think. Ah, there you are, Mary, my darling.
I'm absolutely exhausted.
Poor darling.
We're just going to have lunch. Will you bring the kiddies?
Yes, Father?
Come on, my darling. Oh.
Come on, children.
So we hike through the bush we strike, over hill, over crag, over plain, with a song and jazz, stepping with the best, scorning motor car and a train. When the setting sun tells us day is done, and the western glories win, full abounding health, better far than wealth, we will hike back home again.
By cripes, look, Dad. They've scared the cows.
Stiffen the crow, no, Sean. gallop below. What do you think you're doing, spare me days? You're frightening my cows. You're sending them dry.
Well, why don't you give them a drink of water?
Ah, you lot of heathen. Why don't you observe the Sabbath like other people?
And why don't you be a sport and give your cows a rest on Sunday, too? 6 days shall ye labour, and the 7th ye shall rest. Why don't you apply it to your cows?
What do you mean, I shouldn't milk them on a Sunday?
Precisely.
Precisely. That's a good idea, that is. I never thought of that. I'll give them breakfast in bed. Here, Mum, bacon and eggs for the bull. Ah, stop it, you lot of jackies.
Will you join us with a sandwich, Mr.
Hayseed.
Ah, Hayseed.
No, thanks. I've just had my dinner.
Hello, here are the children. Come on, darling.
Have a lovely time,
Oh,
darling.
Mr. Hayseed, my dear wife, Mrs. Townley.
How do you do?
Mum?
My eldest daughter, Mary.
How do you do?
How do you do?
My daughter, Adelaide.
How do you do?
My boy, Sydney.
How do you do?
And my baby.
How do you do? Yeah. Well, you've got a good crop, haven't you?
Can I have an orange now, Mother?
There you are, my boy.
Right,
There you are.
thanks. Are there any water tars about here, Mr. Hayseed?
Yeah, plenty of them. The bush is full of them. We got bottle and baronia and bush roses, everything blooming around these hills that was in the Garden of Eden, including the snake.
I'll go and gather some, Mother, while you're resting.
Oh, don't go too far, dear.
That's all right. I'll watch out for the snake.
Good. Nice little girl, that of yours.
I'll soon be back, darling.
Bye, darling.
Hello, Pansy.
Hello, Mrs. Hayseed.
How are you, dear?
Pretty good, thanks.
And how's your mother?
Oh, she's pretty good, too. Did you hear Mrs. Dougal had twins?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well. That accounts for her not being down for the train last night.
Mm.
Ah,
Right.
here's your father. How are you, Mr. Riggins?
Still able to eat 3 meals a day when I get 'em. Where's Hayseeds?
Gone over to see what them city hickers are doing.
Hick as you call 'em. Shickers they seems more like to me. The noise they're kicking up. Hello, Joe.
Hello, Mr. Regan.
How are you?
All right. Hello, Pansy.
Hello, Joe.
Hey, Joe, do you see the hikers over there?
Oh, go on inside, go.
Go on, you big knock.
Go on. By cripes, you look good in that new dress.
Oh, do you like it, Joe?
It's bonza. But you look bonza even when you got nothing on.
Why? What's that, Joe?
I mean when you ain't got nothing but your working clothes on.
Oh. I thought you was being bold. Joe,
Yeah?
what first made you like me?
Oh, I don't know. I think it was when I seen what a wonderful fast milker you was. And I says to myself, by cripes, Pansy'd make a wonderful wife for a bloke.
Oh, Joe. You mean it?
My oath I do.
Where is Miss Mary?
She's just gone down the gully, gathering some wildflowers.
I hope she doesn't wander too far.
Oh, she's all right.
Mr. Hayseed, Mr. Westcott, a member of my firm.
How do you do? Another one of those lawyer chaps, eh? By crumbs, we've all got different sorts of pants on.
That's very amusing.
That's good stuff, that is. Shh. My missus.
Oh, Dad, you better come home. Strawberries got bogged in the dam.
Damn.
Such language.
I wasn't swearing. I was talking about that silly cow.
Oh!
No, I mean strawberry.
My Dad,
What?
the bulls got out of the paddock.
Out of the...
Yeah.
That's that noisy bunch of jackies over there.
Are you all ready?
Yes? But where's Mary?
Mary? Isn't she here? She's not with our party.
She hasn't returned.
Hasn't returned.
Oh, Cooey for her. Whoa!
Mary! Mary!
Mary!
Get her as sure as anything, sooner or later. Oh, here, Mum. Listen, I want you to look after this lady and her children. The daughter's probably got bushed, and we've got to get her before it's dark. Joe?
What's wrong?
Listen, take Mr. Townley and the other gentleman and work down this way.
All right, Dad.
I'll get Sam. Sam! Here, come on, bring Regan with you. We'll work this way. Don't you worry, Mum. We'll get your daughter, even if it takes us a week.
A week?
Oh, well, you know what I mean. Come on, Sam.
Oh, my dear.
Come on. Come on, get a move on. Oh, Mary!
Oh, right.
There, don't worry. They'll soon have your girl back again.
Hello, Corky.
cowpokes calling, my heart enthralling, earthly turmoil sees. Night with its purple shadows blending, night with Dian her moonbeams sending, night, how I wished were never ending. You bring me sweet delight, oh lovely, lovely night.
What is it?
Help!
Wait a minute. I'm coming.
Oh, I don't know. I was lost, and then I saw a fire and heard someone singing, and then I fell.
Can you walk?
Yes, I think so. My ankle.
Well, be careful. I'd better carry you. Have a drink.
Thanks very much. I thought I could have managed it.
How do you feel now?
Better, thanks. But I'm sorry to be so much trouble.
No trouble.
Was I very heavy?
No, not very. There now. Is that easier?
Yes, thanks.
Now, I'll leave you here and go for help.
Let me go with you.
Why, that's impossible. There's no road round here for miles. Besides, you couldn't walk with that ankle.
Then what am I to do?
You go in the hut and rest while I'm away.
Oh, don't leave me. I'm too frightened to be left alone.
Well, there's nothing else for it. You'll have to make the best of it in there till morning. Oh, now be careful.
Mom.
Well?
Ain't no sign of her yet.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry, missus. We'll find her all right. Yes, I'll go and get the hurricane lamp.
Hurry, please. Hurry, hurry.
There, don't worry.
There you are now. Well, good night.
Good night. I'm awfully sorry to disturb you. Where will you sleep?
Out here, of course.
What? In the bush?
Yes, I often do from choice. It's great under the stars. Will you be all right?
Oh, yes. But it's all so strange. I wonder if I'll sleep at all.
Oh, you must. You've a long walk before you in the morning. The Hayseeds is the nearest place to here, and that's a good few miles.
You forget I'm a hiker.
Yes, but with a sprained ankle. Oh, will you pass me my coat and rug out? It's just hanging there on that post.
Is it?
Thank you. Well, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
wish 'twere never ending. You bring me sweet delight, oh, lovely, lovely night.
Good morning. I hope you slept well.
Oh, like the dead.
You missed the city trams, I suppose.
Oh, yes. But there were the strange bush noises.
How's the ankle?
Oh, still a little swollen. But I think I could walk all right.
Good. Now for some breakfast, and then we must start.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Oh, well, there's only one thing to do. That's keep looking till we do find her.
Oh, these city folks are a useless lot. How anybody can get lost in country like this and stay lost beats me.
Oh, it's a woman all over to make trouble.
Give her another cooey.
Yeah.
Cooey! If she's anywhere in Australia, she ought to hear that.
Listen.
What? Shut up, will you?
Did you get that?
There she is.
Where?
There.
So it is.
Thanks. Hello, Dad.
Hello, John. I trust the whole countryside's been looking for this young lady.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Hayseed. I got lost. And this gentleman...
The lady hurt her ankle last night near my place. I knew it was no good trying to get to your home till morning.
Are my father and mother here?
Yeah, they're up at my place. And mighty worried they are, too. Did your ankle hurt much?
Oh, it's better now.
Well, I'll leave the lady with you, Dad.
Righto, boy.
Are you going?
Well, there's no further need for me.
Well, if you want to get rid of me, goodbye. And thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, boy. Oh, John, there's some stores for you up at our place.
All right, I'll ride up this evening and get them.
So long.
Goodbye.
Bring her over here.
This chair, Mrs. Hayseeds?
Yes, yes. That cushion. There. Comfortable.
Steady, darling. Careful.
Run over.
Oh, we so soon have you so well again.
She marvelous. I'll get you a nice hot breakfast ready, dear.
Mrs. Hayseed, how can we ever thank you for all your kindness?
Oh, goodness me. Why, we've done nothing yet.
Oh, Ma'am, I'm going to loan the young lady my new dress. Oh, really? I couldn't let you do that.
Oh, yes, do, Poppy.
Yes, Ma'am.
You'll be more comfortable, dear, when you're dressed like a girl again.
You're all so sweet to her.
You'd better all put up here till your girl's ready to be moved.
Really, really, we couldn't obtrude ourselves on you.
Oh, well, please yourself. Of course, if you think the place isn't flash enough, you know.
It's not that, it's not that. It's just that we don't want to give you any more trouble.
Trouble. Trouble. Yeah. Listen, mister, you couldn't give me any more trouble than I've had. 2 years of the drought, Mum in bed with lumbago all through the winter, the kid down with whooping cough for 4 months, Joe down with appendicitis, butter down to the price of suet, the mortgage overdue, and my cripes, you talk about giving me more trouble.
Well, I only meant that I would like to...
Listen, has it ever struck you what's made us Australians tough?
Well, I suppose it is the
I'll tell
fact
you.
that...
It's trouble. That's all. It's trouble. Trouble has made us determined, self-reliant. The Australian knows he's got to beat the trouble when it comes his way, because there's plenty more of them just round the corner. Here. You see that old ironbark tree?
Yes.
Well, in its life, it's weathered the droughts, heat, cold, storms, and bushfires. But with every setback, he's just grown tougher.
Like the Australian.
Precisely. Yes, adversity's made him tougher, too. And troubles, though they have hardened his spirit, have softened his heart, and perhaps given him a better understanding for the troubles of the other code. Come and have a cup of tea.
Oh, here's the dress.
Oh, Henry.
Yes, Mr. Townley.
Mr. Hayseed has asked us to stay until Mary's fit to be removed. Now, would he be asking too much if I were to suggest that you go back to town and bring the car down tomorrow and drive us all home?
Well, not at all, sir. But, don't you think we'd better have a doctor for Mary?
No, she wants some rest, that's all. She's been pretty well looked after by that young man, I'm sure.
Come and sit down. Have a smoke.
Thank you.
Have a cigar, Mr. Hayseed.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I don't think you'd have stayed to tea when Mrs. Hayseed asked you if I hadn't insisted.
You know, that's the first cigar I've had since our Member of Parliament was up here canvassing votes.
Is that so?
Yeah. And pretty crook it made me feel, too.
Oh, how unfortunate.
Yeah, it was. It was more unfortunate for him, though.
How's that?
Well, I was that sick I couldn't get to the flaming polling booth to vote for him.
Well, I must be going now. And I've got quite a way to go, as you know. My pets will be wondering what's happened to me.
Have you no one but your pets to worry about you?
I'm afraid not.
Then whatever made you leave England and come out here into the bush? You don't want to tell me.
Well, Miss Curiosity, do you really want to know?
Of course I do.
It was to be handy so that I could find you when you were lost in the bush.
My dear, I was thinking how much we would like Mr. and Mrs. Hayseed to stay with us when they come down to Sydney.
Why, of course. We'll be delighted to have you.
Oh, no, we're too big a mob. The coffee palace will do us.
We've got quite a large place with plenty of room for you all. And Mr. Manners, too.
Well, thank you.
Oh, well, we see. Anyway, we thank you. Don't we, Mum?
Of course we do, Dad.
Now, Mary. Come along, dear. You must go to bed.
Come here, Mary. Don't go.
No,
Listen, Pansy. No, don't go, Pansy. I didn't do nothing. It wasn't me.
What you say. It doesn't matter what you say. It
Yeah,
wouldn't
but-
make it any better.
Oh,
Me run after you. Mother, there isn't a man in the world that's good enough for me to run after.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, it is. So,
Well, listen, if you had a chance to run after, well, say the Prince of Wales, would you run after him?
oh, well, that's different. Besides, I can't run very fast. You know I'm short-winded.
You ain't run after me, Pansy. It's me what run after you. Pansy, would you, could you, do you think you could put up with a bloke like me for a husband?
Oh, I'd give it a go.
Good-o.
Good night, Dad. Good night, Mr. Townley.
Eh? Oh, good night.
Dad. Hi, Dad.
What do you want?
I want a word with you.
Go on.
It's private.
Perhaps I'd better step outside.
You stay where you are. You, who's that you've got there with you?
It's me.
Pansy. Pansy Regan.
Oh, so that's it, eh? Come on in, both of you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, now, don't behave like a couple of sick calves. So you proposed to, eh? You want to get married?
How did you know?
My boy, you got a poor opinion of your father's intelligence. For weeks now, I've seen you mooning around like a sick cow off its feed. Writing poetry on the back of envelopes. Brushing your hair when you go out in the morning. Buying new pale blue ties. Wearing a flaming buttonhole in your coat when you go out o' nights. And cleaning your boots. In fact, doing everything that I used to do when I was courting your mama.
Hold on, Dad. Don't make a goat of a broken front of Pansy.
Come on. Couple of cutes. Here, Mum. Mum. Here, Mum. Joe's proposed to Pansy, and she's accepted it.
Oh, cut it out.
Well, you have accepted him, haven't you?
Yes, please, Mr. Hayseeds.
Pansy.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
And mine, too.
You're welcome.
Oh, go on, cut it out, Dad.
Oh. Mary, here's your father home from the office. Hello, darling.
Hello,
Sweetheart, how are you?
Nice day, darling.
Hello, darling.
Oh, Henry, did you tell them about that letter I received today?
No, sir, I left that for you.
From the Hayseeds, saying that Joe and Pansy were married and the whole family were coming to Sydney for their honeymoon.
Then we certainly must have them here.
Oh, certainly.
Is that young man Manners coming too?
Yes, it said something about him being in town at the same time.
Oh, Mary will be able to see her mystery man of the bush again, won't you, Mary?
Hold your tongue, Adelaide. Come along, darling. Come on.
Oh, humorous.
Night in the bush, night with its wind, the soft dew falling, the mopoke's calling, my heart enthralling, earthly turmoil seeing. Night with its purple shadows blending, night with the unharmonic sending, night. How I wish 'twere never ending. You bring me sweet delight, lovely, lovely
Where did you learn that song, Mary?
I seem to have known it all my life.
You sing it with such a depth of feeling, as if it were a part of you.
It has haunted me ever since the first day I heard it. It was that song I heard when I was lost in the bush, and that brought me to safety. Oh, Henry, how scared and horrified I was that night. How I hated the eerie sound of the mopoke and the curlew as I stumbled through the darkness. But when I heard that song coming through the trees and saw the campfire, I knew that I was saved. And everything seemed different.
Mary, I came here tonight to ask you to marry me.
Oh, Henry.
Oh, I know I have your father's approval, though I haven't asked him. After all, this is something that only concerns you and me.
Oh, I wish you hadn't said this just yet. I always knew you liked me, but not as seriously as this.
Why, I had to bring things to a head. Somehow, within the last 2 or 3 weeks, you seem to have been drifting away.
Drifting away?
Why, I can't just explain what I mean.
Oh, Henry, I like you. I like you very much, but I don't want to think of marrying. Not just yet.
You've changed somehow within the last 2 or 3 weeks, ever since you went on that hike and we got lost. Haven't you felt it yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I have. But I don't understand how it is. Oh, Henry, leave things as they are. I just couldn't marry you or anyone. Not just now. Look, these are some of the snapshots I took when you were on that hike.
Is this the man who befriended you?
Yes.
Then he's the reason you've changed towards me.
Henry, how dare you?
Mary. Oh, Mary, I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Hurry up, kid. We're going to get seats, you know.
Hurry up, kid. We're not going to be in 5.5 second return to Sydney by the bridge.
Change at Hornsby, sir.
I'll have me change now so there can't be any mistake.
I shake it up there. The train's whistle.
Well, very well for you to shake me up. Stop shaking me about anyway.
That's the Come on, Kate.
Oh, hurry up. You're so... You go now.
How are you, Mr. Townies? Come on. Mind, be careful here, Mama. If you left anything in the tank, Joe. How are you? Hey, you. Put that down, will you? I've heard about you, Sydney crooks, stealing people's luggage. I was warned against
I
you.
engaged this man, that's all right. He'll look after all your baggage.
Oh, I'm sorry, mate. I thought he was a spieler.
Now then, where are the checks for the rest of your luggage?
Checks? I don't believe in them. I always pay cash. We've got all our luggage.
Well,
all
now,
the
come
stuff
along.
here. Come on, Joe.
Look, I've got some...
Oh, yeah, come on.
That is the post office.
Well, well, what a big place. And to think they built it just out of selling penny stamps. It's a nice grazing paddock.
Yes, that's Hyde Park.
It's got no fence round it.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Lindy. How do you do, Mr. Hayseeds? Hello, Lindy. Oh, hello. How do you do? Pleased to meet you.
Good day.
So you're married, eh?
Yeah.
I suppose your mother and father miss you very badly, eh?
Yes, Mr. Townley.
Yeah, but there's somebody misses it a lot more than Mum and Dad.
Oh, who's that?
Why, the cows. You know, it's a bit tough on the cows. When a girl goes away and gets married, they got to be milked by strange hands.
Come along now.
Thanks.
Here we are. Yes, sir. Come along in. You too, Bobby. Come along.
Mum.
Come on. Come along, darling. Come on.
I like a bit of chicken for a change. Mind you, you can't beat corned beef and carrots. It's duck and it takes a lot of time.
Will you take coffee, Mr. Hayseeds?
Yes, please.
And I'll get Adelaide to put a roll on the piano for you.
A roll? Don't talk about anything more to eat, please. I've had plenty. Yeah, thanks. Oh, I like that kind of sugar. It's easy to handle.
Dad.
To get the size of the cups, Mum, you wouldn't think they'd be so mean in a big house like this, would you?
Dad, behave
Well,
yourself.
it's not enough to get into Arlo, too.
Shut up.
I must say your letters don't satisfy me a bit. They're so short and matter of fact.
Well, I'm blessed.
Well, they are. I've tried to draw you out about your family, but you just close up like an oyster.
Mary, one day maybe I'll be able to tell you all about my family, and lots of other things too. But just now, I'd rather you didn't ask me.
Why not now?
Because if I told you what you seem to be so interested to know, it might end our friendship.
All right. I won't ask you just now. But when you're ready to tell me, I'll be waiting to hear. But I don't feel you are hiding anything from me that could alter our friendship.
Saturday, you must go to the surfing carnival.
By cripes, I'll be there. I've been waiting to see them Sydney bathing girls.
Oh, you mean you was, Joe, before you was married?
Oh, what are you giving us, Pansy?
Well, I don't think it's right for a married man to talk of naked women.
Don't you worry, Pansy. Joe's reformed. He gave away them French picture postcards to his brother Sam when you two was married.
Oh, did you, Joe?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't want them no longer.
Oh, sit back.
Have you got all the tobacco on?
Don't fight him.
Oh, now we've lost him. That's for you messing about.
Oh, they'll find their way home.
Oh, well, come on. We go up to next stop.
Yeah.
Perhaps I'll get out. Excuse me. Did you see my missus getting off the last tram?
Who?
My missus, Mrs. Hayseeds.
Never heard of her.
Truth. It just shows you, Joe.
Yeah.
These city people know nothing.
That's right.
Why, at Stony Creek, everyone would know, Mum.
Yeah. Come on.
How are you, sir? I don't know who you are, but you seem to know me.
Hey, don't be silly.
Hey, but don't you be silly.
Good evening, sir.
Ah, Westcott, what brings you here?
This letter came from London today, sir, and arrived at the office. And as it looked rather important, I thought I'd bring it down to you.
Thank you. Jones, Heathcote, Jones, London, eh?
Yeah.
Dear sir. And is believed to be in Australia. Here, I will read the rest of it, my boy. Will you read it aloud? That is, if it's not too much trouble.
Oh, not at all, sir. He left England without warning and without explanation. He and his younger brother were the wards of his lordship, our client, and he held the honoured position of secretary to his lordship. Suddenly, defalcations amounting to a very large sum were discovered by his lordship's bank, and there was no doubt forgeries had been committed. However, before he could call upon his nephew for an explanation, the young man disappeared. His lordship has appointed an agent, Mr. Mason, who will proceed to Sydney by the next boat. You are, in the meantime, requested to institute inquiries as to the young man's whereabouts, as it is desired he should be returned to England immediately. Under separate cover, we are forwarding the last photograph taken of the young men. We are yours faithfully, Jones, Heathcote, and Jones.
No, you take charge of it, but as soon as we get that photograph, we must communicate with the police department.
Very good, sir. Oh, pardon me, sir. Is Miss Mary out?
Yes, she's taking young Manners out for a ride in her car.
I see. Well, then, good night, sir.
Good night, my boy.
Come on, what's the matter with you?
You're out of tune. Stop grinning.
This is a nice state to come home in after losing us in the city.
Now, don't be silly. You lost yourself.
I'm ashamed of you.
No.
And if this happens again, I shall pack up and take the children home.
Here. Where did you get the money to get yourself into this state, eh?
Well, what's wrong with me?
What did you do with the shilling I give you? You get your hair cut with, eh?
I don't know.
Did you get your hair cut?
No?
I know what you did with it. You blew it all up on beer. Didn't you? Didn't you? Yeah, take it.
Now, cut out the rough stuff. Now put the boot in now, Pansy. Cut out the rough stuff. Cut out the rough stuff.
As for you, you've just come out of the public house, too.
Precisely. It was 6 o'clock and closing time. I had to.
Dad, I'm ashamed of you. Come along.
All right, Mama, cut out the rough stuff.
Never mind, come along.
Cut out the
Now,
rough
be careful. Be careful, don't go falling now. I know, Dad, come on. Now, come
All
on.
right, well, cut out the rough
together,
stuff.
Dad. Pull yourself.
Hello, Mama. How many of you had?
Dad, don't be silly.
I'm
Make a
not silly.
noise.
Somebody's been soaping the steps.
Such a noise, Dad. Good faith.
From the moment the photograph arrived from England, I realized there was something strangely familiar about it. And then I remembered this snapshot of Mary's and realized that the wanted man was here in your own home.
Mary, I'm going away because I feel that I've grown to care for you too much. Oh, I cannot and won't ask you to marry me. That is, not until I can offer you an honorable name and a position of respect.
I don't care who or what you are. I only know that I love you.
Your call of love has cast its spell, a fairy enchantment o'er my heart. Its message from the heavens fell, twin souls must never, never part.
For I looked into mine, your lips to mine were near. I knew from them that bliss was mine, divine.
I'll tread the rainbow path above. I've answered your call of love.
Love has called to me tenderly.
Perfect ecstasy, this life will be. from the heavens fell. Twin souls must never, never part. Your lips were next to mine, your lips to mine were near. I knew from then that bliss was mine, divine, dear. We'll tread the rainbow path above. I've answered your call of love.
An absconder, an embezzler, here in my own home, and associating with my family. Mary, what does this mean? Kindly come inside. Now, sir.
It means John and I love one another.
That is true, sir. But I cannot ask your permission to marry her until I can offer her an honorable position.
An honorable position. I am aware of your identity, Mr. the Honorable John Mannering, and also the reason why you left England. Now leave my home and never enter it again.
Father! I don't care. I love John, and nothing you say can make any difference.
My dear, please take her to her room.
Come along, darling, come along with me.
John.
Now, let's avoid all the unpleasantness possible. But I won't have a man of your moral character in my house. Again, I must ask you to leave.
John. So the boy is not good enough for you, eh? Now, let me tell you, Mr. Townley, nothing you can say will alter my opinion of this lad. And if he's not good enough for you, we're not good enough for you. Hey, Mum.
You're quite right, Dad.
Goodbye, Mr. Townley. Thanks for all your goodness in having us here and putting up with us. Mum, get the children.
But, Dad...
Do as I say. Get the children. We're going back to Stony Creek. You haven't been very happy the past few weeks, have you, son?
Not particularly, Dad.
I understand. I've seen you moping ever since we got back from Sydney.
Dad, you've never asked me what it is I have done.
That's your own business, boy. Besides, Mum and me don't think you could do a bad thing.
Thanks, Dad.
These are tough times for all of us, son. What with wool and butter and everything, down to the price of nothing. And now the drought on top of it.
Yes, I know. You've been having a very hard spin.
If things don't back up soon, son, I'll have to walk off the farm. That is, if the mortgagees don't push me off first.
Well, I hope it's not as bad as that, Dad. Well, goodbye, Dad.
Goodbye, son.
And thanks very much. You know where to find me if I'm wanted.
The finding of the young man and his return to England are matters of great urgency.
Well, I'm glad to tell you that things are in train which will enable you to deal with the matter expeditiously. I must tell you that this young man, John Mannering, and his younger brother, Eric, were the wards of Lord Mornington. And when the defalcations were discovered and Mannering, disappeared, it was a great blow to his lordship. Precisely. He held the young man in the highest esteem, but he is determined that he shall return and face just what is coming to him. Which, no doubt, he justly deserves.
He's living at Stony Creek under the name of John Manos.
Well, then let us go and find him. And if he won't come back voluntarily, we'll have to force him to return. That's all. Very well, we'll leave first thing in the morning. Westcott, make the necessary arrangements.
Very good, sir.
Are you sick, Dad?
Eh? What?
Are you sick?
Of course not. What makes you think that?
Oh, I know, Dad. You're so quiet and you never wrote me now. Here, Billy. Go and let your dog loose. Don't worry your old head so much, Dad.
Lord knows, Mum, I've got enough to worry me. Sometimes I wonder where it's all going to end.
Worry won't help much, Dad. Worry won't stop the drought and bring the rain. Worry won't make the wheat grow. Worry won't stop the cows from dying for want of feed. Worry won't...
I was thinking more than worrying, Mum. Thinking what's going to happen to you and the family if I just couldn't battle on any longer against all this bad luck.
Do you remember what you always used to say about troubles, making Australians tough and determined? You haven't lost that old spirit, have you, Dad?
Mr. Manners.
Arrest him.
They say he's a thief. And a detective or someone from England is coming to take him back.
Do you think he's a thief?
No. No, he couldn't. He couldn't be.
Gal, I'm sure you're right. And you don't want them to take him away?
No, no.
And by cripes, they won't.
Joe,
Where are you?
well, what are you yelling at? What's wrong?
Get your guns and plenty of cartridges.
What, are we going kangaroo shooting?
Yes, and very likely be shooting somebody else, too.
Proof.
Sam, come here. Go up to the gully and tell John that the police are coming here to arrest him. Do you understand?
What?
Do as I tell you, will you? Tell him not to come out this way, but to make his way over the Blue Ranges to Sydney, and we'll give him a chance to get away. Do you understand?
By cripes, I do.
Then get your horse and ride like hell.
Don't do anything to get yourself into trouble, Dad, will you?
That's all right, girl. But we're going to give the boy a chance. That's the least we can do.
Hey, hold on a minute.
minute. Hey, what's he done, Dad?
Whatever he's done is his own business, but I'm going to hold him here and give him a chance to get away, even if I've got to play Ned Kelly and bail him up.
That means I'll be Captain Starlight. By cripes, I always wanted to be Captain Starlight.
Shut up and get behind that tree. When they come and I say, put your hands up, you fire your gun off in the air just to frighten them, understand?
By cripes, that'll do me.
John! John, are you there, John? You there, John?
How do you do, Mrs. Hayseed? We want John Mannering. I mean Manners. Is he here?
No.
What does this mean?
I heard you say you were going to arrest him, so I came here to warn him.
Oh, you foolish child.
Mary, he's not worth your loyalty.
Anyhow, you're too late. All of you.
Very well. I know where his camp is.
Good.
Come along.
Bail up!
What are you trying to do? Kill your brother, you silly cow?
Oh, cripes, I was all excited.
John's left his camp and I can't find him anywhere.
And he's got wind that they're coming to fetch him. Anyway, we must still hold him here. Sam, get behind that rock.
They've gone to your camp to arrest you.
Arrest me?
Dad and the boys are waiting at the foot of the path to hold them up.
Why, there might be bloodshed. I must stop it at any cost, even by giving myself up.
Bail up! Shake him up! No funny business.
I know you, Dad Hayseed, in spite of your mask. We want John Manners, and don't you try to stop us finding him.
Yeah. You picked me all right, Mr. Townley. But let me tell you that I'm not going to cut off my beard to hide my identity for you or anybody else. I've never done anything I'm ashamed of, including what I'm doing now. But if you make one move to try and arrest that young fellow, I'm going to blow the top of your block off. Do you understand? Stick him up again, all of you sons of guns.
Stop all this. I surrender. Well, I'm ready to go with you.
Mason, this is the man.
Uncle. Lord Mornington.
Yes, John, your uncle. To bring you home. We must leave for England immediately. Your brother Eric won't last long. Smashed up, poor lad, in the Oatley hunt. He asks your forgiveness.
Eric hurt?
Yes, dying. He's confessed everything. Confessed his guilt to the thefts you so nobly took upon your own shoulders in your desire to spare your mother and save your brother.
Here. You get this? Strikes me someone's been making a goat of us.
Yeah.
My deepest apologies.
Forgive me. Anything I have done has only been for Mary's happiness.
I understand. Why, here she is. Oh, Mary. Everything's all right.
Oh, good.
This is my uncle, Lord Mornington. How do you do?
How do you do?
Dad, this is my uncle, Lord Mornington.
A lord? Lord Loverduck. This is my Mrs. Hayseeds.
No, Dad,
Oh, it's all right. They don't bite.
Had to do.
These are my boys.
Good day.
Stop grinning like a horse. I wish you'd stop that habit of grinning. You grin for every... Lottery?
Dead Hayseeds won the state lottery! 5,000 quid!
Lottery? 5,000 quid? Me? Oh, he's mad. I was never in any lottery.
By cripes, Dad, yes, you was. Don't you remember when we was on the booze in the city, you bought a ticket?
So I did. Where's the ticket? Where's the ticket, Mum?
I remember. You put it in your waistcoat pocket.
Did I? Then go home for your life and see if it's still there.
No, Dad. Gee, 5,000 quid.
Congratulations, Dad. 5,000 quid. It's true what they say. The Lord looks after boozers and babies.
Dear, you can't come in here.
Why?
Why? Because you're a father.
A father?
Yes, a father. Pansy's just presented you with a lovely bouncing boy.
Oh, cripes, what a day we're having. Oh, blimey, the ticket. 5,000 kids. I mean, quids.
What ticket? The ticket. You can't come in here. You'll have to go round the other way.
Singing.
It's our old hiking club, out the monthly tramp.
Well, just for old time's sake, we'll go and meet them and have a jamboree.
Come on.
We've got it! We've got it!
Give it to me.
We got it! We got it!
Give it to me. Give it to me.
By cripes, I won't. It belongs to Pansy and me.
By cripes you will, or I'm going to knock your block off.
Hold on, Dad. You wouldn't take away the first little prize what belongs to Pansy and me.
Your prize? So silly, it's not yours. It's mine.
Hold on, Dad, hold on. Cripes.
You mean to tell me you don't remember me buying it when I was boozed in Sydney?
Oh, you mean the lottery ticket? I meant me and Pansy have just had a baby.
You?
Well, Pansy has.
You can have that on your own, but give me the lottery ticket.
Yeah,
Come on.
it is, and Gripes, it's dinkum too.
Here's Henry Westcott coming. It's lovely to see you all again. I know you're all packing up. Oh, you're going to call it a day. Oh, the dust of the road and the cumbersome load and the worrying time as you clamber and climb, that's over. Let's call it a day. And the trouble you meet in the bush or the street, be merry and gay, 'twill all fade away, that's over. Let's call it a day. You can have too much of life and too much of love, but enough for the days, the evil thereof, and I quite agree with the words the philosophers say. So with light-hearted smiles we knock back the miles, and soon we'll forget all pain and regret. It's over, let's call it a day. The cumbersome load and the worrying time as you clamber and climb, that's over, let's call it a day. And the trouble you meet in the bush or the street, be merry and gay, 'twill all fade away, that's over, let's call it a day. You can have too much of life and too much of love, but enough for the days, the evil thereof, and I quite agree with the words the philosophers say. So with light-hearted smiles we knock back the miles, and soon we'll forget all pain and regret, that's over, let's call it a day.
London! Hey, Dad, there's a bloke keeps on saying London's calling, London's calling.
I don't know anybody by the name of London. Here, give it to me. What's the game, eh?
This is John. John Manners. Speaking from London.
You're joking.
No, Dad. Mary and I have just been married, and we simply had to ring up our dear old friends, the Hayseeds.
Well, I'm darned. Here, Mum. Good luck to both of you, boy. You've knocked us all of a heap.
Hello. Is that you, Mary?
Yes, Mum. God bless you all.
It's winter and early morning here, dark with snow and sleet. Oh, we're homesick for the gums, the sunshine, and the blue Australian skies.
Well, it's just evening time here, lad. And the old sun's setting slowly behind the blue ridges, while the parrots are kicking up an awful din. The kookaburras are still laughing at the same old jokes they've laughed at for years, and the cows are as fat as butter. My wheat ain't got any red rust this year, and wool's up. Oh, but my rheumatism's crook. Hey, what's that? Time's up. Righto. Well, every happiness to you both, boy. Oh, and by the way, give our kindest regards and love to the King and Queen and the Prince of Wales if you should see them, will you? Goodbye, and good luck.
Goodbye, and all our love to you and to dear old Australia.